So today we're going to be testing out some new makeup products that I recently purchased from the drugstore and Sephora. I have a new primer that has an SPF of 30 that also blurs the pores. I've got a little bit of essence, I've got some IT Cosmetics, and some Summer Friday. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. You guys, it feels so good to be back. I took a little bit of R&R just to recharge my batteries. I recently went to Florida and we had a vacation and it was just awesome. It's so good to be back though. I missed you guys and I have so much makeup that I can't wait to test out with you. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just get into the video. I hope you guys are doing good. I feel great. I'm so relaxed. It was so good to just unplug and just reconnect with my family and get out of town. And just basically just relax and not think about work and just focus on family and just basically relaxing. As you can see, I did get quite a bit of sun while I was down in Florida, and yeah, hyperpigmentation popped out again, but I don't mind because this will give me the perfect opportunity to test out products to see if we can lighten the melasma, fix the sun damage. Now, I did wear SPF religiously the entire time I was down there. I even layered it up, and I think some of it clogged my pores. As you can see, I have a nice little zit right here, but you know what? It's all good. So let's get into the first product. The first product is from NYX, New Blur Screen Primer with SPF 30 protection. Now, this is supposed to be a 3-in-1. Provide SPF of 30, blur the pores, but also provide great skincare. Yeah, let's just go ahead and shake it up. This retails for $14, but I'll be sure to put all the products listed down in the links below. Now, if you do click on those links, it does help out my channel a little bit, but if you don't, that's cool too. It's all good. I was kind of surprised when I saw this. You would think there would be a little bit more, but you get 1.0 fluid ounces. It feels really lightweight. So let's open her up. The first thing that I noticed while I was on vacation testing out this primer is the smell. It is so potent, so fragrant. At first it smelled kind of good, but then it kind of lingered for way too long. Let's see what the consistency is like. I'm gonna pour out a very generous amount, and as you can see, it looks like sunscreen. And it literally feels like sunscreen. So I'm going to take a little bit in between my fingers and then apply pretty much a good amount. Yes, it definitely smells kind of fruity, maybe fruity. It's not giving me Cali Ray. You know I love the Cali Ray Blur Primer. That is so good and it really does blur the pores, but that does not have an SPF. So I'm just really applying it where I have the most texture, pores. Now, if you're new to my channel, I am 58 years old. I do have normal to dry skin, hyperpigmentation, melasma, fine lines, redness, and the occasional pimple. And I haven't had a pimple in such a long time. I'm just gonna chalk it up to layering SPF over and over. And even though I wore a sun visor, was under the umbrella, I still got sun. Did you know that you can still get sun damage even being in the shade? This feels kind of like putting on lotion. It has kind of a thick, greasy texture, not as blurring as I anticipated. Now, I did wear this just as an SPF without even putting makeup on. But yeah, so I just wanted to protect my face and see how well it did. And I think it did pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that settle into the complexion, but I wanna turn my lights down to 20% so you can see if it's really blurring on the skin. It does kind of look somewhat greasy, but there's no white cast, which is good. Kind of a shiny after effect, not very blurring. Yeah, what do you think, guys? Do you think it's very blurring? Now, we all have pores, we all have texture, especially this close up. This does a decent job of blurring, but I've had better. But we'll see how it lays under the foundation. Now, I did order the new skin tint from Merit Beauty. I cannot wait to review that for you guys. It's actually supposed to arrive today and the postman's a little slow. But today's foundation, I'm gonna go in with something tried and true. It's the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Anti-Aging Foundation, SPF 50. I reviewed this a couple of months ago because this has been around for a very long time, but this is in the shade light medium. And since my complexion has gotten so much deeper, I figured let's see how much coverage we're gonna get, because this is full coverage, and let's see if it's gonna cover up the melasma and the hyperpigmentation. So I'm gonna just go ahead and shake it up. And I'm excited to see if we can really cover up this melasma. So I know it's full coverage, but for some reason, I feel like doing a really full coverage look today. So let's go ahead and apply it to the center of the face and see if we can cover up that little nice zinger that we've got. And this is light medium, and hopefully it'll be a good shade match. Now that I'm tan, I'm gonna have to start purchasing, which is good for us, some new foundations and some skin tints. Whoa, this is a lot of coverage. I might have been a little bit too generous with the foundation. Definitely gonna get full coverage today. I'm gonna go ahead and stipple it in with my kabuki brush. This foundation definitely is full coverage. And then the other side. Foundation is on. It's looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my airbrush spatula brush and just kind of smooth out that foundation just to make sure it's really seamless. I did put quite a bit on there, so I'm just kind of thinning out the foundation. It's thicker. I've been using nothing but skin tints while I was on vacation, but today I felt like just putting on a true foundation. Love this brush, it is amazing. Foundation's on. I'm gonna go ahead and apply concealer. Today's concealer is gonna be the Creel Face Flex. You know I love this concealer. It's super expensive, but now that I have that little zinger on my face, I wanna see if we can just touch it up a little bit. You can still see it peeking through, even though this is a full coverage foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and apply just a tiny bit where I need it. Right through there, right there to lift, and right where I tend to get red. You guys, we have been experiencing here in Tennessee such crazy weather. I know I talk about weather all the time on my channel, but it's interesting because it has been raining every single day for the last week. Ever since we got back from Florida, it was raining. We've had tornado warnings. It's just been super stressful. When we were in Florida, we kept getting weather alerts about tornadoes. And so I was very nervous about, our dogs being at home. It's been raining nonstop. So it was so nice to be in Florida to actually see the sun. I literally feel like I've been living in the Pacific Northwest for the last week because it's been raining that often. Today is the first day it hasn't rained. It's gonna be a sunshiny day, thank goodness. Concealer is on. I'm gonna go ahead and take my concealer brush and just blend that in. I love the Face Flex concealer from Creel. It may be pricey, but a little bit goes a long way. I love the formula. It's very silky. It doesn't settle into those fine lines, and you literally don't have to set it with any sort of finishing powder. So that's why it's one of my all-time favorite concealers. Expensive? Yes. Worth it? In my opinion, absolutely. So I'm gonna take a tiny bit, dab a little bit right through there, and then kind of just tap it in with my finger like that and cover it up. This did an excellent job. Now for bronzer, since this is such a full coverage foundation, it's not the most hydrating. It's not like a skin tint where it's very dewy. So I want to add a little bit of moisture, a little bit more dewiness back to the complexion. So I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Glow and Go. This is so cool. It has a bronzer on one end and a blush, cream blush on the other end. And it has that yummy Physicians Formula tropical scent. So I'm going to take some on my brush and just kind of bronze up the complexion. This is so pretty on the skin. It provides a nice, beautiful hydration, but it doesn't mess with the foundation. It provides a beautiful glow to the skin, and it's not too tacky or sticky. Blends out effortlessly. Now for blush, I picked up the new Bubblegum Fun Bouncy Blush from Essence. And this is in the shade Make My Heart Bubble. Yeah, so it's one of those bouncy blushes. And I love this bubblegum pink color. And this is such a fun pop of pink. Let's go ahead and swatch it. Oh, isn't that cute? So I'm gonna go ahead and take it on a brush and let's see what sort of pigment we get. Tap off the excess and then, yay, right through there. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't feel it super bouncy, but this is actually a really pretty blush. And we're just going right on the apples of the cheeks, right through there. Oh, that's pretty. That's super pretty. Okay, nice. All right. I love Essence products. This is a fantastic little formula. It's not as bouncy as I thought it would be, but you know what? It does the trick. And it just goes seamlessly with that Physicians Butter Glow and Ghost bronzer. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, loving the blush. And I'm loving the look so far. So what I wanna do next is go ahead and do my eyes really quick, and we're gonna test out some new lip balm from Summer Fridays. Probably one of the most hyped products of 2024, but let me go ahead and do my eyes real quick, and then we're gonna test this out. Okay, eyes are done. I just did a quick sort of pseudo smoky eye with a little bit of shimmer with the tried and true, my favorite eyeshadow palette, Makeup by Mario's Ethereal Eyes. This came out several years ago. You guys, this is so well loved. You can see how dirty it is, but I'm excited to tell you that I actually hit pan on this eyeshadow palette with this shade through here. The epitome of a great neutral eyeshadow palette. You've got some cool tones, you've got some warm tones, and the shimmers, not up to Natasha Denona or like Pat McGrath, but they're still quite good. But I love these matte shades. They're just beautiful. And then I actually used a eyelash primer, and this is by Lancome. It is the Seals Booster. And yeah, I mean, my eyelashes are looking really long. And then I topped them off with, of course, the Maybelline Firework Mascara. And hopefully it won't smudge, but look, I didn't even curl my lashes. Look at how they're just really up and at 'em. Wow, yeah, so I think it's due to the primer, but this is a fantastic, affordable drugstore mascara. So definitely check this out. Now, one of you guys mentioned that you love Essence lip oils, so I went ahead and picked one up. This is the Essence Hydra Kiss Lip Oil in Honey Honey. And oh my gosh, immediately I thought, this reminds me of the much more expensive Clarins Comfort Lip Oil. And this is also in the scent Honey. So I wanted to pit the two against each other. You know I love Clarins Comfort Lip Oil. I think they're a little bit better than the really overhyped Dior lip oils. I mean, it's still pricey, but I absolutely love it. And I actually brought this to Florida. It's just a great consistency. It's not too sticky. So what I want to do is compare the two. Now this is the Essence, and it smells, it doesn't smell like honey, that's for sure. But let's go ahead and see the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Essence on one side. Is this possible? And it's got a slight tint to it. That is the Essence Honey Honey side. This one smells absolutely delicious. I love this scent. Oh, beautiful. It's a little smoother in consistency. It's not as thick as the Essence, but I would say the Essence has a little bit more pigment than the Clarins. Yes, this side is definitely a little bit thicker, just a tad. This one definitely has a super thin consistency, and it just, to me, smells so much better than the Essence. But you know what? This is not a bad dupe. Can you tell the difference? Now that they're on my lips, and I kind of do that, it feels the same. It totally feels the same. But yeah, this is a great dupe to the Clarins Comfort Lip Oil. Honey, honey, and just honey. So yeah, bye-bye. So now I'm ready to line my lips, and today I'm gonna be using the I Need a Nude Lip Liner from Natasha Denona, and this is in the shade Leon. This is a really gorgeous nude lip liner that really stays in place all day. And this shade is perfect. It's not too warm and it's not too cool, but it just glides on super nice. I found this recently, as one does when you review makeup. You have so much makeup laying around. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this I Need a Nude. And I remember how pretty it was, but also how expensive. And I figured this would be the perfect lip liner for the next product that we're gonna test out. It is one of the most overhyped products from 2024. I kept hearing about it. I kept seeing everybody raving about it. And I was like, okay, what is the big deal? It is from Summer Fridays. It is their Lip Butter Balm. Now this comes in several shades. And funny story, the way I finally gave in to picking up this product. We were at Sephora, me and Ava, when we were on vacation, and she really needed something to clear up her complexion. So we stopped by the Sephora in Destin and she picked up some Paula's Choice salicylic acid because she's had some really bad breakouts, and for some reason that product is really helping her skin. Well, as we were cashing out, they had all these little Summer Friday lip balms at the cash register, all the, what do you call it, the testers. So I was looking at them and I was like, gosh, $24 for a freaking lip balm? But apparently it won Allure's 2024 Best Lip Balm. So I had to give in to the hype. I did spend the $24 to see what the big hype is about. The shade that I picked up, Brown Sugar. So yeah, let's give it a whirl. I've already tested it out, but yeah, this retails for $24. I know, I'm crazy. It is a lip balm, but e.l.f. just came out with their new lip balms and I ordered it. It should be arriving soon and I'll be testing that out to see if it's a contender. But yeah, when I saw the packaging, I thought, holy crap, they ripped off Summer Fridays. Shock. But yeah, let's go ahead and test this out and see if the hype is real. So as you can see, it has a twist off top. It's got kind of a really unique applicator and it smells beautiful. Brown sugar, yummy. And I love this little applicator because it hugs the lips. So let's go ahead and apply it. Ooh, yes, the best words that I can describe this lip balm. The consistency is so thin, so hydrating. It is, oh my gosh, feels more like a lip oil than a lip balm. The pigment is there. It is beautiful. The consistency is super thin. It's not sticky whatsoever. It really feels hydrating on the lips. You get such gorgeous shine. This is stunning. This is so beautiful. Is it worth the hype? I did not want to like this product, but I do. I love how it feels. I love the consistency of it. I love the high shine. I love how it has a subtle pigment. Yeah, it's kind of worth the hype, but it will be interesting to see if e.l.f. duped it. And like I said, I ordered it and it will be in my next upcoming video. So that'll be interesting to see if the e.l.f. is going to be a dupe, and that I believe retails for $9 versus $24. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I will be reviewing my big e.l.f. haul next week. So this is super pretty, really pretty on the lips, very comfortable on the lips. The only caveat is it doesn't last very long whatsoever. You have to keep reapplying. So that in itself is a bummer, but if you're looking for the thinnest consistency, high shine, beautiful hydration, I can see why this was super hyped up. It is beautiful. I can't wait to pick up some more shades. I think they're coming out with a new shade and I'm on the wait list for that. But yeah, I love lip products, you guys, whether it's a lip balm or a lip oil. And yeah, the hype is real. Let's go ahead and turn the lights down and see how the complexion is looking with this new blurring primer from NYX. Let's see if it really is blurring. So we have all of our makeup products on. This is what the finished face looks like. I mean, it does look really dewy. The IT Cosmetics foundation is full coverage, but it is looking quite glossy, kind of dewy. I thought it'd be more mattifying than this. And we did not set the under eye. We didn't put any powder on, but I love how that bronzer from Physicians Formula looks on the skin. It's very dewy, very fresh, and that Essence Bouncy Blush looks fantastic. I love it. And here we are with the final look. What do you think, guys? Now, you know that foundation is full coverage. I get it. I thought it'd be super mattifying. However, when you apply it over this primer from NYX, it really does look kind of luminescent. It looks dewy, it looks fresh, even though it's a full coverage matte foundation. It's giving more of a dewy, more satiny finish to the complexion. Now, does it blur that much? You know what? I have to be honest with you. I've been testing this out for the last week. It's not as blurring as certain primers that I absolutely love that are also drugstore. A better blurring primer, if that's your prime concern, is from L'Oreal. It is the Prime Lab 24-hour pore minimizer. You know, this is one of my holy grails. It's completely affordable and it really does an effective job of really blurring your texture, your pores, and it's just stellar. It really is. As far as a makeup primer, I'm gonna have to say no. So if you're looking for an affordable SPF that kind of blurs the pores, this might be an ideal product for you. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had fun. I know I did. I've got some amazing makeup products and reviews coming up in the future. Like I said, I purchased the new Merit Skin Tint. I have an e.l.f. haul coming up. They came out with so many new products. A new kohl eyeliner, some new liquid blush, as well as their new lip balms, and I can't wait to share those with you. So if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. But for now, mwah, mahal kita, I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
And no clouds are passing by. Gotta chase